What happens when one of America's most powerful air defense systems suddenly becomes one of the world's most urgently needed weapons? The Patriot missile system has become a critical shield for countries facing ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, aircraft, and increasingly sophisticated aerial threats. But there is a growing problem. The world is running short of Patriot interceptors. Demand has surged dramatically in 2026, while years of combat operations, particularly the war in Ukraine and the expanding conflict in the Middle East, have placed enormous pressure on U.S. and allied stockpiles. Ukraine is urgently seeking additional Patriot interceptors, weapons that first gained widespread combat attention during the 1991 Gulf War. But replenishing those missiles is not as simple as placing an order. U.S. forces and Gulf states have already drawn down significant portions of their inventories, while some European countries are reluctant to give up missiles that they may.
What is the Patriot missile system? Patriot stands for Phased Array Tracking Radar for Intercept on Target. It is a highly mobile, ground-based surface-to-air missile defense system designed to detect, track, and intercept airborne threats over long distances and in a wide range of weather conditions. Developed in the United States during the 1980s, Patriot has undergone continuous modernization over the decades. Each new generation has expanded its capabilities, improved its sensors, and increased its ability to deal with increasingly sophisticated threats. The system is expected to remain in service for decades, potentially through 2048. A typical Patriot battery includes powerful radar equipment, a command and control system, launchers, power units, and a range of support vehicles. Together, these components create a network capable of detecting and engaging different types of airborne threats. Depending on
how does Patriot actually destroy its targets? Not every Patriot interceptor works in exactly the same way. Older PAC-2 missiles use a conventional explosive warhead designed to detonate near the incoming target. Newer PAC-3 interceptors use a dramatically different approach. Instead of relying primarily on an explosive warhead, PAC-3 employs hit-to-kill technology, meaning the interceptor attempts to physically collide with the incoming missile at extremely high speed. The result is an incredibly demanding technological challenge. The interceptor must calculate the target's trajectory, maneuver into position, and achieve a direct collision, sometimes against a target traveling at enormous speed. The most advanced versions include the PAC-3 Missile Segment Enhancement, or PAC-3 MSE. Lockheed Martin manufactures these interceptors, which are designed to defend against threats including ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and aircraft. And the technology continues to evolve. In July 2026, Lockheed Martin unveiled a new.
How powerful is Patriot radar? A Patriot battery is not simply a collection of missile launchers. One of its most important components is its radar. According to NATO information published in 2015, Patriot's radar had a range of more than 150 kilometers, or roughly 93 miles, and could track up to 100 potential targets simultaneously. That means the system can monitor a complex battle space and provide operators with information needed to determine which threats require interception. But there is an important limitation. Countries operating Patriot systems generally do not publicly reveal how many incoming targets their batteries have successfully destroyed. That information is often considered sensitive because revealing too much could provide potential adversaries with valuable intelligence about the system's real-world performance.
How widely is Patriot used? Patriot is no longer an exclusively American weapon. According to Raytheon, more than 240 Patriot fire units have been produced and delivered. Raytheon and Lockheed Martin have also manufactured thousands of interceptor missiles for the system. Today, Patriot is operated by 19 countries, including the United States, Germany, Poland, Ukraine, Japan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt. And demand continues to grow. 16 countries reportedly possess the advanced PAC-3 MSE interceptor, while several nations have placed additional orders as they attempt to rebuild or expand their inventories.
Why are Patriot missiles becoming so scarce? The answer is simple.
but strategically important. Modern air defense requires large numbers of interceptors. In Ukraine, Patriot systems have been used to defend against some of the most dangerous missile threats launched by Russia. At the same time, the expanding conflict in the Middle East has created additional demand for advanced air defense systems. The result is pressure on the stockpiles of the United States and its allies. And unlike conventional ammunition, sophisticated missile interceptors cannot simply be produced overnight.
How much does Patriot cost? And then there is the price. A newly produced Patriot battery can cost more than $1 billion. According to the Center for Strategic and International Studies, around $400 million can be attributed to the system itself, while approximately $690 million can be associated with the missiles included in the battery. A single PAC-3 interceptor is estimated to cost roughly $4 to $5 million. That means firing one interceptor can represent a multi-million-dollar decision. And when an enemy launches dozens of missiles or drones, the cost of defense can escalate.
Are countries buying more Patriot missiles? Yes. The United States has approved the sale of thousands of Patriot interceptors to Gulf states, including Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates, to replenish their stocks. Ukraine is also exploring additional ways to secure Patriot missiles. Among the options reportedly discussed is allowing Ukraine to manufacture some Patriot interceptor components domestically, with final assembly potentially taking place elsewhere in Europe. However, the proposal has faced political uncertainty, including questions over its feasibility and cost. Meanwhile, the United States is moving to expand production. In July 2026, the U.S. Army awarded
the bigger problem. The Patriot story is about more than one missile system. It reveals a fundamental challenge facing modern militaries. Advanced air defense can be extremely effective, but it is also expensive, limited, and difficult to replenish during a major war. Countries can possess some of the world's most sophisticated air defense technology, but if their interceptor stockpiles are depleted faster than industry can replace them, even the most advanced system can eventually face serious limitations.
But as conflicts continue and missile attacks increase, the question is no longer simply, can Patriot intercept the missile? The bigger question may be, will there be enough Patriot missiles left to intercept the next one? And that could become one of the most important air defense challenges of the coming years. If you found this breakdown useful, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and follow us for more in-depth coverage of military technology, missiles, air defense systems, and the changing battlefield around the world.